Oh, it is time. Oh, it is time! Hello, Night Fiend. Hello, everyone else. And hello, long hallway outside of the Sultana. We got here today. So this is where we left off last week. The lady in waiting. Ready to usher us to our doom. We've got Night Fiend hanging out. We've got this guy who still is just absolutely miffed that we have been sitting here for a week. And then it's this unaware lady who's about to get thrown into a blender. Are you ready for the blender? I'm ready for the blender. Ah, this is gonna be exciting. I'm excited. So, a series of cutscenes will play in sequence. The original and best. I was thinking about this. So, Endwalker and parts of Dawn Trail come close in terms of craziness and duration, but this sequence still is the reigning, undisputed heavyweight champion of time to throw down with a motion picture in the middle of your MMORPG. I was thinking there, like, nothing else really comes close to this. Also, in Shadowbringers and Endwalker, more Shadowbringers, the series of cutscenes became shorthand for you're going to be playing as somebody else. Midgar Stormer, breathe fire on my shoulder. Yes. Beautiful. Anyway. Did notice a Titan sword, very cool. Hello, Shadow Derpy. Everyone's here. Worth noting that I will not be here in a little while when they kick my ass out. Hello.
Oh, you saw the. Oh, you saw the. Oh, it's half past. Holy shit! Fuck.
Holy shit! Fuck.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was late.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the refreshing fan. I just started, but I figured. Normally, I just want to let you do your thing, but I figured today would be a day that perhaps you want to be here for the whole thing.
Be here for 95% of it.
95%. It's fair. All right. It's time.
I can't see.
Oh, right. Hang on a minute. Da 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 da. Share my screen. Boop.
Now, I mean, to be fair, I've seen this cutscene, what, 20 trillion times?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Watching people get here for the first time every time is always a fun thing to see, because it's when the game... This is such a peak moment, just in the entire game. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, there's a reason why it's so peak, and it's because we're currently at a very low point.
Yes! We're in a crevice at present. Are about to be launched out of at rocket speed. I was reflecting about how Endwalker and, to an extent, Dawn Trail, at least in terms of duration of a series of cutscenes, sort of gets close to this, but when it comes to physical size, content, and what the hell's going on, I don't think this cutscene has ever been topped.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was thinking back on it. Also because I'm saying this to the stream twice. You're just gonna have to bear with me. In Shadowbringers, they started using series of cutscenes as shorthand for you're playing as someone else.
Yeah.
Which was fun, but you're like, when are you gonna come back to the OG? When are you gonna put a contender in the ring? Dawn Trail had a couple in terms of length, in terms of stuff going on, but nothing. Ain't nothing. This is gonna be one of the best things. It's Gazmoo, guys.
Gazmoo, my friend and comrade, Gazmoo, the warrior of light.
What are these actual trash pants?
They're actually not bad trash pants.
I know, I'm looking at them like, these are kind of high-res trash pants. Because, like, the top is standard crap. I don't know. Graphical updates, guys. Also, Poppy Birdsong trying her best to pull that shirt off. Those are male all-raw pants. They wear trash. That's fascinating.
Wow.
That's their racial gear. Yeah, it matches the rest of them. Ha! Got him! Anyway. Alright, here we go. Final thoughts before we go in to the depths.
A runway ball kind of sucks.
It's...
But we're about to fix all of it in 1 hour. And then move into the next expansion.
It does actually fix a lot of things. Alright. Thanks for hanging out for the Shadow Derpy and Night Fiend. I will not be here when this cutscene is over. They're gonna throw my garbage ass out. Here we go. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Hrothgar Budgie Smuggler. I'm gonna choke to death on that line. That's, well, appropriate perhaps. But anyway, let's proceed to Sultana's bedchamber and then let the games begin. I opted out of the popcorn, but I had popcorn earlier today. I realized that I would just be chewing nonstop, and I wanted them to react in real time.
Enter. Your Grace, your guest has arrived. Pray, come in and take your ease.
Peas and carrots, peas and carrots.
'Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde.
Dark Knight to 50, nice. The 50 quest line is probably where I went from liking Dark Knight to becoming obsessively in love with it.
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Such noble words after the fact.
Oh, he's pouting. He's pouting.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of her grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any. Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one.
People clap.
People clap. Ishtola does not clap. Ishtola is an
Claps
expert.
like that.
I know. Ishtola will
That
not be
clap is really weird. Sorry.
Ishtola is a professional powder.
Very well.
Alphinote is just a rank amateur. I'm sorry, Blue Alice. Thank you for correcting me, Tetsu.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon.
And that was the last word she got from him.
when I was out to get milk.
I love Yida's habit of waving to people that can't see her. That's my favorite thing about Yida.
You wished a word, Yu Hase?
Yu Hase does not have a voice actor.
You may go. Your Grace. You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion. I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy. You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few.
That's why Yu Hakusho wanted the whistle word. You didn't have a voice actor.
Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Roban, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me?
I don't know if I can sit on Roban's shoulder, but I'll nod.
I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express. Much of my dread for the coming days has been quieted.
Long live the D. Roban hears glass crushing from across the distance. She'll be fine.
Your Grace!
She's just a lightweight, honest.
Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead.
I poisoned your wine for the good of the land.
Poison in her wine? You did this!
Spare us your denials! I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance.
Man, you gotta play Danganronpa for like 30 minutes to realize how much shit you're just throwing.
I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
I'm a... never mind.
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
That is actually some shit. The guy with no name gets a voice actor, but Yu Yu Hakusho doesn't.
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Unless he talks now.
Why, that which
There
we've
it is.
striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
He got the word. He borrowed a voice actor from Elfinode and then robbed him. It's like asking somebody for a gun and then mugging them with it. It's kind of rude, but also hilarious. It's before they started their near fetishistic obsession with food.
What is the meaning of this?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See. I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
A surprise attack?
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away!
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come, Lucia.
Three of them know what's going on. The fourth one's Ida.
Whatever is going on in there? Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts.
They don't tell us the fourth mudra. God.
You'd best come along with us.
It'd be so cool. You get to summon things.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
He's just standing there. What's going on?
go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without her grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us, now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. As you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant. I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthis. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity. Bring in the prisoner!
This woman stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamu ul Namo and is suspected accessories to the crime. All members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
This is madness!
This is Sparta.
Flame, oh my god.
What?
Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Do I get an award for...
The joke was dated when this was released.
Do I get an award for being the 100th person to say it on Twitch.television?
100th? Do you think you'd even be close to 100th?
1,000th?
Oh my god.
10,000? How many zeros did I get on this one?
Here's the thing. You weren't the only one that said it. Everybody else said it in their mind. Literally every person watching right now and anyone who's ever watched this cutscene has probably said it in their mind as soon as they got to this point.
Oh, now they'll hear it in my voice. My apologies.
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison her grace was found upon the assassin's person.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded her grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled! I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield.
Ensorcelled? Do you have to now explain what that word means to half the people in this room?
Oh, yes. I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend.
You know what, Thatcher? That's a good point. Accusing Ophelia of doing anything is inherently flawed.
I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands. Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
This cannot be.
Animo. Animo.
No!
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say Her Grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
That's what happens when potatoes go too hard.
Gotta make some
Have
fries.
you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow syndicate members.
Worth noting that they had to put a law in that you can't slaughter your fellow syndicate members. I feel that is a very well and necessary law.
You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions all along.
You're next, you scheming bastard!
Raban!
Seven hells!
Admiral, we must leave.
I want to watch. Really would watch to see it go down.
That's alright, we'll put Flame's stream on when we get back to Limsa, don't worry.
The Elder Siege is just like, oh, this is violence. Merlyweb's just like, no, this is the good part.
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
Ilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
'Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have. You are not the man you once were, Raban. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls, and a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter.
Fucking savage.
Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana?
Oh, the ruse works for absolutely nobody in this room. It was a legal ploy.
It was me.
Look at this. One of the best characters in 14 right here. Look at that smile. So charming.
You die! I never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
Two old buddies having fun. Love to see it.
Ah, there you are.
Thancred, where have you been?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
God bless you, Ida.
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
Just wants the experience.
I know.
Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share poor Nanamo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe has thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah.
It's at this point, 19, we're at it's a political maneuver. The Science of Seventh Dawn could kill their way through Eorzea if they wanted, but that's not how they roll. They're here to save Eorzea, not slaughter it to the man.
Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papa Shan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Nanamo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel. It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
Oh, here comes a messy confrontation right now.
The rest of you, go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself?
But the level cap's just increased.
I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Yeah, worth noting, and this has been consistent the entire time. Anytime Ida does something independent, Papalymo supports her. I have been scouring for a plot hole on this, but they've been pretty good about it. Whether or not this was reverse engineered, or if they had this plan that these two need to be together at all times from the very start, I don't know, but they're consistent.
Crystal Graves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida, Papalymo!
They're fine.
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now! Find this tunnel of Thancreds.
Video footage of Papalymo with a hot open. Does that make him meta?
Back to being meta, thankfully.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
Minfilia reminds me of people who try to like wave their hand in front of the door sensors when the door's turned off. Like the automatic sliding doors, like when it doesn't work, they just like wave their hands in front of the door. Really any excuse to make fun of Minfilia. Hello, Lolorito.
We're running out of opportunities.
Yeah, we are.
Time to get them all out now.
Now look what you've done.
Ida, are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalymo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last. Let them have it, Ida!
I was hoping you'd say that.
Rare footage of the melee AoE limit break.
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
Hope it will conveniently forget about it until Endwalker.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
Sildine, nice name drop.
This way!
Everybody get your irresponsible use of flow counter going.
You two, go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
Next time I'll have a cool eye patch for no reason.
My friends.
Leave us!
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Last time he's told us he's anything, though.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
Yep. If you're a fan,
I'd say a selective sight, to be honest with you, Stola. I think she's pretending the whole time.
Could be. No, if you're a fan of Ishtola having green eyes, remember this moment.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance?
No longer an adventure.
I swear to God.
Fewer people had to have said that one.
This is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady.
Ooh, fries too.
Tis done.
Ah, Thancred didn't do the look away mechanic, so he became half blind. Valid.
Forgive me, Mitra.
Farewell, Nymphalia.
Hydaelyn, she speaks to me. No. I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me. Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. the only way.
Heidland got a new credit card.
I wonder if somebody's doing the fate in this area.
Mount up, come on. Oh, she's trying to be incognito. It makes sense. Yeah, Pippin!
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others? Damn that man! Taleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
Was that your neck, actually?
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
I still enjoy this touch.
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway. Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard! I was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Ul'dah, and likely needed a helping hand getting away.
This guy sounds like Mimir. It's throwing me off a little bit.
Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were. Aye, and judging by them soldiers as we're pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alize, but would appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
Red Alfie note saves the day again. Just another day.
And who might you be, young sir?
Pippin Taropin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames. I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Ul'dah. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alfino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified. The blame plainly lies with the monetarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. 'Twas only as we were leaving Uldar that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
Tiny short human.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation, but in the end, 'twas I who needed saving.
Oh no, he's sad. He's sad, chat. He's so sad. Huh. What's Discord doing? Being a tosser, Discord? Of course you are. Hang on a minute. I think Mortal might have just lost his internet. Or got sick of my jokes. Discord did this crap to me last time, too. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this thing. Oh, you want to update? Trash. Trash, I tell you. Come on. You know, we're gonna be... Oh, now you're gonna behave. Now you behave. Okay, fine. Alright, fine. And the soldiers will keep searching for a while yet. Reckon we'll take the carriage back towards Ul'dah and get the lay of the land. Maybe provide a distraction if need be. Look, he's so sad. You three wait here. Help will come along shortly. Stay strong, friends. The real fight's to come. Well, we had a few of those, but... Sentiment understood.
Yes. Alright, my internet is back.
Hey!
Fucking hell, man. This internet has been really bad the past few days.
Discord's giving
really
me
bad
shit.
hiccups.
Too, I had to slap Discord. Look, he's so
What
pouty.
a nice sunny day.
He's so pouty. Pout at me.
That's what you get for being a fucking Reddit mod.
I'm out of the cutscene! 57 minutes. So, if I... that's a 50-minute cutscene then. About.
Honestly, it still feels like it kind of flies by, even though I've seen it several times. It still feels like a scene that there's just so much happening.
There's something going
every
on.
Screen.
Every time. This is really the start of them doing really amazing things with the facial rigs. And the lighting and the cutscene engine. For a game made to run on a PS3. Still holds up. I don't know how much of that was the graphical update, but like the animation stuff. That there's no, like this grass. Okay, fine, yeah, that's graphical update. But if your animation, you're writing shit, there's no grass that's gonna help you. Well, maybe there's some grass that'll help you, but it really just dull the pain. Ain't gonna fix it. Anyways, Pippin time.
Pippin time. My favorite time is Pippin time.
Pippin has been a good boy, I think. The entire time you've known him.
Yeah, Pippin's... I mean... He's alright, he's fine.
Yeah, well that's the thing about it.
No super negative thing to say about him. I kind of wish we had more screen time with him sometimes, but...
A bit more. I remember being a little jarred back in the day. And they're just like, oh yeah, he's General, he's Roban's son. You're like, what? But he's a Lalafell. What are you guys doing throwing some random ass character at me? But then you give Pippin time to grow, and like he sticks to his guns. He's a solid good guy. I like him. Anyway, the most unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest allies. That fellow was but a passing merchant. Yet he lent us aid without a moment's hesitation or any hint of concern for his own safety. But I can well imagine how a man can feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Father spoke often of you, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not at all how I envisioned it. Master Alfino, you must not give in to despair. That would only play into our enemy's hands. So long as you and Viola are free, we may still set things right. Forgive me, but I'm not done moping. Slap him! Alfino, my boy, sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, of course, it's Sid! Sid also a solidly consistent character. But pulling you out of the fire as usual, your merchant friend told me everything. Truly, then he's no merchant, but an angel in peddler's clothing. But tell us, how do you intend to bear our friends to safety? Oh, guys, do we know any way that Sid could bear us to safety? Yeah, there you go. We must find a place beyond reach of both the Monitrists and the Crystal Braves. Carthus! Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. So who the Sultana we take with us? So, well, this has probably been apparent the whole time as I've been talking crap and spoilers. But to talk crap and spoilers, the Sultana's not dead. We find out much later in what feels like a retcon, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, that the Sultana just took, like, a potion that puts you on the brink of death, but doesn't actually kill you.
I'm gonna ramble about this later when we get to it. There's something about the whole Sultana and Raban situation that I did not like how they handled.
Yeah.
But we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah.
For now, I'm just gonna pretend that she was put into a cocoon, and when we get back, she's gonna bust into a beautiful butterfly. But we all just assume she was dead.
Yes. They shoved her into the pod right next to Sora, who was regaining his memories. Is a short answer. The long answer they will describe in time, and then we'll complain about it when we get there. So ultimately, the Sultana unkills herself, or undies, I say, and then that's when you start hanging out with her, and she talks shit to Roban, which makes the whole thing worthwhile in itself. That's Stormblood. And then the Sildine Subterrane is Endwalker, which I'll probably not do as Viola for a very long time.
Oh man, I really like that cutscene in Stormblood with Roban and Nanaimo, but that's so far away. That's so far away.
Roban looked up to them and he's like, please don't drag me through the mud, and then Nanaimo's first instinct is to drag him through the mud. I can't wait. I have to wait. I don't have a choice in the matter. I really don't. Because we have to get to the whole liberating Alamigo thing, and we're not quite there yet. We haven't even got to Yutsuyu, guys. Oh my god, hang on. What are you talking about, Pippin? Alright. Dare not abandon Ul'dah to the Monitrists and their cronies. You may be certain that they will seek to defame you, but here in other city-states, but know that I also do my utmost to thwart their every effort. Frankly, I do not expect it to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior of Light and her allies, no matter what the Monitrists claim. Marshal Tarpin, I know not what to say. Then shut your mouth, kid! Now that, father...
If you learned that a while ago, Alphino, we would have been fine, to be honest.
I know! Now that, father, would labor to believe, but enough talk. Have at you! You must go!
Oh my god. It's 3 times!
What?
In an hour! Oh my god,
what
3 of them in an hour!
What do you think I do on this stream? I punish everyone for watching it. This is how I do it. Anyway. Off we go. We're gonna go get hot chocolate from Haurchefant. And other things from Haurchefant. Get them while you can. Yeah, here we go. Onto the ship. Fly, fly! $15 is the limit Flame can make on dumb jokes before Mortal leaves forever. We are on 3 so far. Does it reset on the stream? This is important for later.
It does thankfully reset. I do have time to detox from the jokes, and then we can come back again.
Good for me to know in future. There'll probably be a lot of taking the piss at certain points of this story later on, and I need to make sure that I don't go past 15, or don't go past 14.
It depends on the joke. Sometimes you make a not dumb joke, and it lands.
Rare.
And sometimes you make a dumb joke so good that it actually lands perfectly and like wraps back around being a joke.
It's B-movie camp jokes. Thanks, Sid. Oh, random balloon in the top left. The hell was that? The Ixal! They flew! Yes! The XL9! Anyway, we should go to Drag ahead and speak with Lord Harshafant. I know. He'll know exactly what he wants to do with the Warrior of Light. And after we're done with that, we can figure out what to do with this whole Karthus thing. this whole Monitorist thing.
Actually, now that I think about it, since our minds have this habit of being intertwined...
There was like a... It was like a...
Did I...
Can't... I don't... Yeah, there it is!
Fly closer to it and see what it is. You can fly now. Also, did I just lag the fuck out right there?
we're on a very important mission here.
It does kind of look like one of the, you know, the Ixal transportation things that fly in that one dungeon.
Yeah, the Stormblood, well, patch content leading the Stormblood when we're in the, yeah. What are you up to?
Well, the Ixal's nearby. They might be just
they're
stupid right now.
Technically, they're over there?
Yep. They're over to the north from where you are.
Man.
I mean, it might just be a spy balloon.
They're spying! Oh, this is the top corner of the zone. This is as far as you can get to this thing. I don't know if it's getting closer or, oh no, it's going up and down, it's up and down. It's background scenery. Oh.
Maybe they're just there to fuck with the observatorium over there.
I'd be okay with this.
They're like trying to look at a planet or something. And
they just go right in front of the star. What day is he gonna come back? Damn it, the fucking balloons! Alright.
Well, since I don't actually have any other lore on hand to...
I mean, it would be an Ixal spy balloon does make sense. They do use those, but it just takes them an entire expansion to start busting them out. They were just here the whole time. Look at that.
Also, if you want to avoid dumb jokes, since our mind is so intertwined somehow, and the two of us tend to think of the same thing at the same time, if your joke is a joke I would have thought of, then it's a dumb joke.
Maybe in future I'll be like, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Oh my god.
What the fuck is a feet devourer?
I think you know what a feet devourer is.
Oh, that's the name of the player! I was
Yes.
like, what the fuck? Why is Midgar somewhere a feet devourer?
Oh,
okay.
Yes?
I did not see that player down there. I was really confused by the minion, that was all. Okay, I know what that is.
Oh look, he's still pouting! He's still pouting. Oh, he's so sad. Brood regret to succor. He said we'll be safe here. Master Alfino told me your tale warms my heart that you should turn to me before all others, and I shall endeavor to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence. 'Twould be best if I explained in full. Do you think mother dragons ever have to tell their kids finish their feet or no dessert? How best to answer this question, do you think? Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Probably not, actually. Hopefully not, actually. I'd probably not. Like, the foot does not have a unique nutritional value, does it?
No.
It's not like broccoli. That's why kids don't eat the broccoli, and that's why the parents have to try to get them to eat their broccoli and eat their veggies in general.
It'd probably be kind of crunchy.
Kind of annoying, honestly.
Yeah, you'd probably want... You'd want, like legs, ribs.
Yeah, I feel like that would just be chopped off and disposed of, like hands. There's not enough on them.
Like, you use them to make stew, maybe. Sort of like you take the meat off the chicken and you throw the bones in a pot.
Damn it, Mom made feet stew again.
It'll be human stew, but you just use the feet. And again, and the ribs and the... Probably spinal cord's got some good fluid in there. I don't know.
I love these streams. They're great.
Look, you can't go off the rails if there are no rails to begin with. It's just a train careening down the side of a mountain. And you think things like, why is a train just falling in a free fall? Aren't you supposed to be on track somewhere? Sadly, no. Not here. Anyway, in times of trouble, there are a few things more precious than a stream without any sense of coherency, I guess. I'm totally professional.
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault. And 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper. The temple knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard, and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert. How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard. As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished.
Let's diminish it.
But do not despair. You are not without allies.
What a
You are
line.
more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The falling snows.
Oh, God. How can you not fall in love with this man with a line like that? Falling snows. Ah.
All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Fortemps. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor. Agents of Ul'dah will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence.
So mopey.
You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions. 'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
What was that line? Hang on a minute. Come on. I suspect there are those who might welcome in the warmth your presence brings. Oh, Hearthstone. Go on.
They're going to shave you. And use your fur for warmth.
I'll grow it back. Hearthstone can have a warrior of light coat. I'm fine with it. Shall I show you inside? This is the,
another hour of cutscene.
This is the fake out one. You're like, oh crap, it's another hour, but it's like 15 minutes. It's
also the end credits.
Yes. Yes. And this is before the dawn.
Time to end, Realm Reborn.
Are you ready, everybody? I've got my rubber stamp. Done. I don't know if that came through the stream. Probably didn't come through Discord.
It did come through the stream, thankfully.
Oh, good. My rubber stamp is very large. I came through upstairs. No regrets. Also, it's Tataru! Yeah! So happy that you are here! I've arbitrarily decided I'm going to do that at the end of every expansion. Technically, I did drop something heavy. That's known as my arm. It's got, I don't know. How heavy is an arm? 10 pounds? Maybe 11. I've been putting on weight.
Depends on whose arm it is, I suppose.
Say 11 pounds.
Robon, can we borrow yours for a minute?
Ah, I should have made that joke, damn it! Too late. Tataru's trying to contact Minfilia. Only Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Flamen told me to run, and so I did. I ran and ran till my lungs burned and my feet ached, but I lost my way. And then... Yeah! Fortunately, I observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Is this when we get to see the Ora? Because now we're in Heavensward?
I believe
it is! Do. We see hair! Yes! We got it. Full Yugiri.
It's a shame that the original designs were not used, but...
It's... Tatsu, complain for me! Please!
It's your turn. We're not at Thalia yet, so it's not my turn to complain and bitch all the time.
And we're not doing near raid, so it's not my time to complain. Come on. Come on. I cannot progress the story.
We're story locked until we get complete.
Story locked. Come on. Oh, Snitty, thank you for complaining. If Tad doesn't get back to me, we'll consider that a surrogate complaint. I swear to God, if you left, I'm gonna be.
It would be funny if I just went to the bathroom. That's just fucking gone and like. Oh, you just got. Wait, what do you mean you just got an ad? Do you have automatic ads playing? Because I have not had any ads.
What?
Playing.
Hang on a minute.
No, you shouldn't. Never mind. You don't because it doesn't have play automatic ads. That means you refreshed the page, didn't you, Tessa?
Hang on. Oh. Wait, is this not working? No, it's working.
Like I've not had an ad since I jumped in. You smacked your keyboard.
What?
Why did you smack your keyboard?
This rabbit hole is getting deeper. Okay.
I don't think we need a complaint now. Now we got. Now we
have a mystery. All right. In lieu of
we were initially.
Go.
We're initially going to have you complain about not using the original Aura design, but since you smashed your face into your keyboard, that's the only thing I can imagine. I guess you don't need it anymore. You go deal with your concussion. We're going to continue the story.
Okay. Also, hi Snooty. Thanks for going by. Tattoo's a complete mess. I'll do this for Tattoo. Never forget what they took from us! It's now been 0 days since we've complained about the design of the Aura. Which are fine, but they could have been better. But not Yugiri. Yugiri is safe from all of this, because she's an absolute badass.
There is another one that's also an absolute badass, but we have to wait to Stormblood.
Yes. Yeah. So, what, yeah. New lore. Tattoo got a good pib slap. She just... Yeah. Tattoo's keyboard owed him money. Pretty, isn't she? Tataru, really. Tataru peddling the Aura. Well done, yes.
Pretty, isn't she? I wish I could be an Aura like her.
What could I do to be an Aura? Tell me. What steps can I do?
Oh, what's this bottle of Fantasia I have in my pocket? What's this all about?
Anyway, pitch aside, after Yugiri found me, we traveled to Vesper Bay and met up with Urianger. We told him what had happened. He used his magics to weave a glamour around the waking sands. From the outside, our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. Which would be, why we can just go and talk to him about anything going forward. The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently, Urianger started making preparations after the Imperial attack, just in case the Empire ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Sorry, where was I? Oh, yes. So we waited there at the Waking Sands, hoping others would come, but no one else did. My people were searching for the other scions even as we speak, but we have met with no success as yet. I had hoped that you might be able to suggest for places to look. But you should know, the Rising Stones did not share the Waking Sands' good fortune. Only crystal braves await you there. Be that as it may, we yet have cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it's not impossible that the others could have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by men and women believed true, but the rest assured that the people of Doma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see the sands restored to their rightful place of honor. Badass. If you're from Doma, you're a badass.
"'Tis all my doing."
Still whining!
I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves, and even the Scions themselves, as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm.
Nelson laugh.
But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. It was all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alfino.
Let him go! He's cooking!
So, Master Alfino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
You tried. Harshaphon is blameless.
Alfino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
We've done it!
Now, I remember having to wait for a while for this expansion to come out after this. Which is why I actually didn't realize the voice actors changed when I first played it.
Oh yeah, this is everything. Off we go!
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
It's Raban! He angry. It's an ASEAN. Nabrialis is no more. Down to 12. Lahabred. The Ardor was not his to invoke. His demise was of his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that which should rightly be eternal. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. The northern lands, then. The earth is fertile, and the seeds well sown. By my will they shall reap salvation unlike any the world has known. By his will. Ominous! Wait for it. Oh shit! I've answered thy summons, emissary. Speak and make thine intent known. I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star. I think I might have actually said, oh shit, when this happened the first time.
It is a bit of an oh shit moment.
It's an oh shit moment. It is the textbook definition.
Alright, Midgar Somer. Take us out. Preferably as slow as possible if you could.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond.
No, slower, Midgar Stormer. We're still awake.
Delusion.
Beautiful, thank you.
Despair.
D-F. Oh, never mind.
Thou shalt find naught else here.
My favorites. How did you know? To preserve the dawn's light, the heroes journeyed north. Their hearts filled with hope and eyes fixed Heavensward! They said the line! Oh, hang on a minute. Bearer of the Torch. Not as cool as Icebreaker. Ah, that's where you get.
Well, of course not. A torch is warm, and an icebreaker is not warm. That's why it's not as cool.
Not as, yeah, got him! Beautiful! Except Tataru. No matter how long
that counts as 4. I know I made it. That counts as 4.
You can't kill yourself. Oh, fine. You know what? I was thinking it, so it's valid. No matter how long it takes, I have faith we will find the Others. With Lady Yugiri's shinobi, Urion J's intelligence, and my versatility. It's called tenacity in this game, Tataru. But I also like that versatility stat. Hello, bitch!
The dawn's light will shine again.
Who's this?
So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything. You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Did Alfino's balls drop between the cutscenes?
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchefon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmond has decreed that the 3 of you be taken in as wards of House Fortemps. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper. Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
Man, we didn't even talk about it.
The Count is a good man and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
To Ishgard, then. Together.
Together!
There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Here, here!
No, Taro, there. We don't want to be here anymore.
No! Get the fuck out of here. Nothing cool. Be sure to wrap up before they go. I'm a Hrothgar lady. Must go on ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. Sentries at the gates of judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names, and they will allow you to pass. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor, where we shall meet again. I'm a good summer. Whoa. Oh, I had that. I guess if you zoom in far enough, you lose sight of your mount. That's completely unbecoming of a company Chocobo. Take a good look at me flying. It's the last time I do this for a while.
Oh man, it is such a long slog.
I will
I mean, you're not even gonna get Aether Currents either.
No, I am.
Nah, that's bullshit. You're gonna do that off screen.
Tempting. It is very.
You do know that after 3.0 is done, you're gonna be flying around into different zones several times.
The needing to do the side quests, it's the only thing that gives me pause. Because then that would be doing story content outside of the stream. I have to think about this. It's Master Mittens! He's in a cutscene, don't stop bother him. It's Enkidu! One of my favorite green roosters.
I don't know why they made. Actually, no, I do know why they made a kid do a girl. Because it's a chicken. That makes sense.
Words of House Fortemps. Ah, yes, you may pass. Proceed to Ishgard, yes! You've done it! Route! Hello, good expansion.
And so they came, at a friend's behest. Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came.
Chills. Also because it's pretty fucking cold.
That's a hell of an open. Very quiet.
Oh, a cold open.
I thought you were a fan of hot open.
To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Helone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace. Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and her companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragonsong War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
It's a manservant. He's loyal, except when you want him to give you a triple triad card. Then he's a stingy bastard.
I'm gonna be honest, he's been doing that for like 20 fucking minutes. Well, not really, but he's been there for a while throwing shit at your face.
Wait, how could you tell? Are you here? Are you? Oh shit! Holy crap, you came over! How you doing? The whole group's here, yay!
It's kind of a weird thing. When I know somebody's about to come into this expansion, I usually immediately go to the hangout spot. I did it with everybody in the old FC whenever they got here. I used to grab Reese and the others and just hang out and wait for them to pop up and welcome them into the first good expansion that we're gonna get.
You survived. Also, hello, Will. Sorry I missed it. We've been enraptured. Oh, there goes closed casket.
Closed casket.
Very well then. What happens if you're a wanderer versus a traveler?
I don't know.
Well, in any case.
Unforgivable. You gotta go to the manservant.
Yes. Oh, thank you for the snowball and emote induced welcome. What do you have to say, punk? Nothing useful. Tataru, how about you? Save us. Feel like a child in a giant's castle. There it is. Greetings, Mistress Cheshire. On behalf of House Fortemps, I bid you welcome to Ishgard. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars. If you'd all come with me. It's impossible. They said it couldn't be done. They said it would be impossible. What else we got here today? Sky Shark?
Yeah, we're gonna be running into a few, well, potentially new names in here.
Yeah, we've got a whole new set. People. Interested in RP? Own a potential RP venue? Do you host immersive RP heavy events? Join the Dynamis RP Coalition in Discord. Man, what an open to Ishgard.
It is quite an opening. Dude, the RPLs are like interesting in this game. A lot of them are like take it super insanely seriously. And I feel like this game has enough in it to allow you to do that. I've been tempted to put my head in just to see it, but then I'm just... feel like I'm just not supposed to be there half the time.
Like, the actual roleplay is a,
Yeah, actual roleplay. I'm not talking about ERP. That's a different thing entirely.
Oh, I should have been doing this. Crap! I forgot!
So used to... so used to just coming over and being able to just do
Go anywhere and do anything. Alright. Sorry, Count, I gotta do this. I will forget. We're gonna walk around town and get all the aetherites. Man, I walked by the center aetherite too. Gah! Alright, we will interrupt this stream, which is not on rails. Go talk to Ethernet shards. By the by, people looking for some really good side stuff, do the Scholasticate quests up in here.
Scholastic. Do you not need to do Manderville to get there? Or am I thinking of something else?
I don't know. A character from Manderville does show up.
Yeah, I believe you do need to get through the Manderville quest for that to pop up.
Interesting.
But it is a good quest line. It's not wacky, even though it has a character from the Manderville quest line.
Yeah.
That's something I kind of want them to do. Bring these old side characters to those to do quests with.
That is like from levels of execution, the Scholasticate quests are really good. You get Ishgard lore, it's a really good mystery, and you see a very serious, like the serious side of what the character in Manderville is up to. He sort of fell off.
I mean, they kind of stopped doing it anyway, the side characters from Manderville after this.
Yeah. The well, to be fair, after the Stormblood one, they, you sort of had to go to the first.
Yeah.
Which did limit who you could run into. I didn't get that one. Did I get that one? I don't think I get that one. Actually, I can get it on the way back. Or I can teleport there as a victory. I like that better. Come on. There we go. Upsy daisy. No, I want to go up again. One more time. Ishgard. Finally made it. Oh, look,
oh, I'm excited. This shit is so good. With a couple of bad spots, but it's mostly good.
Mostly good.
I mean, no expansion is perfect. Even Shadowbringers, as much as I will fucking toot its horn until the fucking day I die, it's got a couple of little bumps, but this is good shit.
Yep, didn't get that one. Oh well. Ooh, very nice. Ah, you got out your Midgar Surmer too. Ah, beautiful.
It's been on the shoulder. It's been on my shoulder on my screen, but it's not on your screen.
They're not synced, which is
yeah. And it's also a pain in the ass to get him on your shoulder. He just sort of does it whenever he wants.
Yeah, I don't think you can beckon. You can't. Midgar Surmer does not respond to beckoning.
I mean, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I was about to say, when you say that out loud, you're like, you know what, valid. Father of Dragons, yeah, he does what he wants. Oh, I gotta go down to the broom. Now we'll be back here. I think I use this one the most out of the entire place. Always going to pick up the well, either going to the inn or going to pick up hunts. Also, just a lot of quests go up there that way. Forget what cutscene is there. Could be anything, but she didn't have a machinist thing, so I think it may be actually story. It's the Flow Master. Very nice. And I think the broom's the last one. Well, one way to find out. It would suck if it's not, because then I have to go dragging my arse out.
Dragging your arse out.
Got him. If I stand here like this, people think I'm doing Dark Knight quests. Oh, it's Senior Fluffy Butt.
The one and only.
Yeah, got him. Beautiful. No longer walking anywhere. Yeah, get it. Hello, Harshifon. Warrior of Light and our brave companions walking the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight. Cannot tell you how long I've waited for this day. Allow me to present you to my family home, Fortemps Manor. It's like nothing more than to show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. In we go.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing.
When I first saw him, I'm like, oh no. This Dracula-looking son of a bitch is gonna be a villain, isn't he?
Oh boy.
I was so glad to be wrong.
You missed the fucking mark.
I know. Well, I was thinking about it narratively. And I'm just like, oh, you know, the guy who brings you in, who protects you from all this, is like, clearly there's got to be an agenda here. Also, fresh off the Crystal Braves betrayal, like, anybody who's nice to me, I'm like, why are you nice to me? What's your angle? And the Fortemps angle is that he's a badass. And real recognizes real. We didn't know that at the time. Anyway, good to know that the refined, total cool guy is on our side.
I, Count Edmond de Fortemps, do bid you welcome. As wards of House Fortemps, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Fortemps.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Turn to nighttime outside. Or daytime.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders, yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies. Don't you think? Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city?
I already did, but thanks.
You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
Why don't we need to do it again, but this time with quest markers?
Yeah, why not? Ah, those organs. Second best quest accepted song in the game.
And I'm a little nostalgic for it. I haven't held it in ages.
Or I'm just gonna mean mug this bastard for a minute. Okay, I'm good. You always remember the ones that gave you trouble.
Yeah, you do.
I didn't have too much trouble with him. It's not like that son of a bitch in Tuliolal. Oh, and he had chaos on him.
He actually was really fucking nice to me, so I'm not gonna complain about him. He actually gave it to me really quickly.
Nah. There's some like Imperial turncoat in Alamigos is hiding in a corner.
Yes. Oh, that fucking asshole! I hate.
Oh, I was gonna report his ass. I think the problem also is that he had like 4 cards on him or something. Like he had a really high number, right? And so, he'll drop a card when you already have it. It's like,
Right. Yep. It's always good to just have a stack of cards, like 100 cards of what you already got.
Yeah.
It's even worse when you end up getting more cards of a higher star rank than the one card you're after that's a lower star rank.
I know. It's like this 2-star piece of crap just give it to me. Hi, Harshifal. Be honest, it's great, isn't it? Oh, he did the Hearts of Fawn emote! This is the Hearts of Fawn emote! Raise up your arms and fist pump. You get that emote. But you have to earn it. You have to pay your respects proper. Pay respects to what? Oh, nothing. Said before, my home is your home. After all you've done on our behalf, that's the least I can offer. You and gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it is sort of gotcha. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Mithrite circular. How's it look? I can wait. Oh, wow, it is almost identical. You have a mind to learn more about Ishgard, do you? Well, aren't you fancy? Almost level 60. I don't need this crap. Our friends in House Fortemps have been generous enough to extend us their protection. We must take care not to impose too much on their hospitality. It is only proper that we learn about our new home so that we might become more self-sufficient. Take a while to learn the lay of the land, but learn it we must. Then there's the markets and taverns. We'll need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. Would seem a tourist city is indeed in order. Right, let's go. Thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall, of course, do as you suggest. Very good. Then my manservant shall accompany you. He'll be able to answer any questions you might have. Ah, but I go forgetful, my doted. There is something I must give you ere we part. Give me my travel papers. Look, it's got writing. These documents identify you as wards of House Fortemps. Yeah, manservant it's sort of an unwieldy word. You're just very oddly specific when you don't have to be. Alright. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under the protection of House Fortemps, but let us hope it shall not come to that. Rest assured that we shall do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. The city awaits. Let's go! Giggity go. Show me the place. It's Earthly Delights. This is your first time in our fair city. Pray permit me to show you to the Hoplon, from whence we may gaze upon the splendor of the Holy Vault. Though all other sights pale in comparison, 'tis only meet that you see it first. I shall then show you around the Jeweled Crozier, where you may purchase all manner of goods and services before descending into Foundation's Aetherite Plaza. You never want House Fortemps to become House Contempt. Running with it. I guess Impossible is doing this stuff. I guess he's ahead of me in the quest line. Midgar Somer, he's ahead of us in the quest line. Can you believe it? Angry wet hamster. Very well.
Well, are they angry because they're wet, or they're just naturally angry?
I don't know. Unsure. But they do. Is that a Hades sword? Yes.
It's a Gunbreaker sword. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, it is, actually. You're right. that is the Hades sword.
Interesting.
I thought it might have been a different sword, but no, you're right, it's Hades.
It's a strong, it's a strong, angry, wet hamster. They're awfully fond of statues, aren't they? Hey, what if I took up sculpting? I bet you can make a fortune in a place like this, and we need every gil we can get. The Holy Vault. They do like their statues here. The hot blonde, so name it is for the bronze great shield borne by our nation's patron deity, the largest plaza in Ishgard. Magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. The vault is both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Statues to the south. Are they perchance Thornton's famed Knights 12? Very good. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined with King Thornton I to put down Nidhogg and found this great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition, and there is much you can learn by exploring the pillars. Time permitting, of course. Now then, if you would follow me to the Jeweled Crozier, I shall introduce you to Mistress Elias, our master of the markets. Quickly, please. Check out this life hack. Ha! Oh, it's Obelisk. Ah! We're in Heavensward. No more excuses. Get your adventures plate in order. It's a wee crit. Beautiful.
That's adorable.
I know. It's a little big number. Not a single scorched stone in sight. To watch these merchants going about their business, one would think the dragons had never attacked. Could haggle for Ul'dah. Nice. She's coming into her own. Hello, Elise. I'll be going to you for about a dozen quests. We always go to Elise. If there's something involved with knowing about the common people, selling something, hearing secrets, or you just need to know things, you come here. Well, you're certainly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all have papers. Can you read? I can't. Ah, the words of House Fortemps. Oh, very interesting. Count Edmond has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we will have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners. Should you be uncomfortable? Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armor, accoutrement, medicine, materials, whatever you desire, can be found in the Crozier. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall soon see. Next destination is the Aetheryte Plaza. This begins the nice tradition of being able to just lift anything that you need. Yeah, you go all the way to 60. So you just need extra stuff. There you go. I won't be doing that, but I do like that you just buy stuff for the entire expansion, put it in your bags. In A Realm Reborn, you can get up to, what, mid-30s? Before you had to make do on your own? Now, I mean, naturally, also, what ends up happening is that you just have your tombstone gear, which theoretically can get you the rest of the way, but it's nice to buy it if you want to. If you want a middle of the road.
Wait, are you just talking about buying gear from the shops? It goes all the way up to 50. Well, 49.
Well, in the capital city, I should be more specific. Like if you go to if you go to the markets in Gridania, like you can't buy up to 50.
Well, not up to 50, up to 49 you can buy.
Really?
Do you want me to confirm that right now? I'm actually in Gridania.
Because up to 49?
Right. Yeah. Hold on, let me check. Battlecraft supplier, disciple of War and Arms. Yep, 40 to 49 is the window.
Interesting. Is that for everything, or is it just arms?
Well, that's just for arms. The highest that goes for arms is 46. Let me actually see the rest then. Jeweler, let's see what you have in here. Jeweler goes, well, okay, the jeweler goes to 29. And what about the clothes? Okay, clothes also goes to 44, it seems.
44?
No, 46. 46.
Okay, that number makes sense.
46, okay, there we go.
Okay, so I was only partially wrong. It probably stuck me on the jewelry because that's because they will hand you the left side on questing, and so you have to fill the right side yourself. And so you go to fill the right side yourself, and it goes to 29. Probably looks more specific. You get a funny tingling feeling when you tune to an eighth right, or is it just me? Subtle hint to tune to eighth rights. Yes, I've already done it. Give me money. How's this hat look on me? Beautiful!
Man, so good.
The joke has yet to stop being funny to me. It's a real persistence to think a joke that is funny for that long, even though it clearly is no longer funny. But
It's
anyway.
mostly because you keep doing it to yourself. You
Yes.
could just race change and end this whole thing.
Yes! Or use one of the bajillion Fantasias I'm sitting on. Maybe I'm not laughing at the joke, I am laughing at my own pain. That actually makes a lot more sense. I just learned something
And
about
it's
myself.
also funnier.
It is. It is! Where are we going? What else is found nearby? Sky Steel Manufactory stands to the west. There our engineers conceive and manufacture weapons for use against the dragons. The holy stables, where the chocobos are trained for war, also lie in that direction. Oh, yeah, stables, you go to like 3 times. Actually, more than that. The stables is always a place that you're looking for something, and it is never there. North and east, we found a congregation of our knights most heavenly. To the south and east, well, it would be best if you avoided that area. It's the slums. If you're a knight, may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels. Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. It's Jackal's Peon number 1. Judge me, sir. I am no lord, but a humble traveler. Come to see the sights, have you? Take a turn down the hoplon and go up at the statues. Well, if you mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Knight. If your nursemaid will let you. Pray pay the drunken lout no mind. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Knight. I trust you see the wisdom in this. There are few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who could say that we might learn of recent events? Wave lights down a drink. Ishgard. I've not stopped smiling for the past like 20 minutes. My face hurts. I have to like force myself to stop smiling so my cheekbones can relax. You ever take these stairs? Me neither.
I mean, I have to take them back up.
I suppose you do.
But I don't really take them down.
Sid, what the fuck are you doing here?
Ask him.
Find a... That's about what I'd expect from you two. Very well, continue. I didn't think they showed up until after you finished doing the Frey stuff. How interesting. Our esteemed colleagues, yes. My partners in brooding. Hello, the professor is here. Oh, no, that's right. Wrong character. I'm urge you to reconsider. There are several gentlemen who appear less than pleased by our presence. Oh, Salmon, look, that's the card! She got the card! Beautiful. I'm here to go fishing in the middle of the sea of clouds and curse loudly at an island. What do you got for me? What is great about that fishing quest at 60, though, is that there is only one reason you ever go to that fishing hole, and it is for the quest. So if you're ever there with somebody, like, it is shared pain.
I mean, I do remember doing some of the very specific time things in A Realm Reborn, and again, if you're there doing it, there's going to be like 2 or 3 people that are going for the same thing.
Yep.
Which is great.
I think I finished the Dragon's Deep quests with another person who also finished it around the same time. We did high five emotes at each other when we handed it in. Cause like we were on the boat together, and then we both caught the final fish, and then we went and handed it in at Limsa. We're like, we did it! We did the most annoying quest in the entire game. Which is
there was a dude in the old Dart area where you have to get the one in southern Thalan, and there was a Rogadin who showed up, and we went into a conversation about the fact that he'd been trying it. He's been trying to get this for months, and I was like, dude, I've played this as a Realm Reborn. I still haven't got this fucking thing. But what's funny is that after I had done typing that I hadn't got this fish, the next catch was the fucking fish. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess you're my good luck charm then, because it's over. I've got the fish.
Rogadins
it was cool. I still have a screenshot of our conversation. I need to actually go find it in my screenshot folder, but it was a very nice moment to have.
Rogadins are always good luck charms. Be friends with Rogadins, people. They're good. They'll get you places. Hello. Hello. Must say this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We had recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to acquaint ourselves with our more notable establishment's master. Gribblemont, just Gribblemont will do, and I'm flattered to think you so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to the expectations, but if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I expect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I cannot help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted that, did you? Aye, up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights, and so forth, dropping in on their way to or fro somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks on the broom, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their taste. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality mind, that sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. Speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the broom, if I may ask? Because when the weather's foul and the broom rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. Oh, I see. It's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the broom that got the worst of it, while the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the temple knights. More than a few people are still sore about that mind, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below, and something sharp in your boot just to be sure. Can't recommend turning Rogadins into keychains, though. Hold up, put that thought on ice. Oh, we gotta return to Fortemps Manor. Afraid this out of the question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place, least of all a maiden. What are you up to, Tatar? Look around. This tavern's full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Will you be safe here on your own? Do you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself? I had a gill for every unwelcome caller I've driven away. I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. Totaro, you will never be as rich as your wildest dreams. That's why you're Totaro. Stay thirsty, my friends. Not that I don't doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances, but it'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. Settles it then. Viola and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact you by link pearl if you require assistance. Are you telling me to flash freeze a rogue in so they don't struggle? Maybe. I'm not telling you to do that. It's Meow Wow. Here's the slums. Hi, Edmund. Alright, back to Fortemps. I think it actually would have been faster to keep going down, but oh well. I don't know if I could be in the inn yet. I don't think I need to be in the inn. Da 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 ba. Big luck out of Rogadin's foot. That's a very big luck. In we go. Oh, look, it's Honorite, the little manservant. Pray do not concern yourself with me, madam. An unsung hero who has to keep this piece of shit around alive somehow until he turns into a real character. I give him any crap, but he more than makes up for it later. Artorial does not need any help. He's a badass on his own. Tell us then, what does Ishgard meet with your expectations? That which I imagine pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took. And when those steps took me past the scars left by the wyverns and Foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. How poetic! The attack was devastating, the casualties unspeakable. The wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, even children, were given no quarter. Sir Aymeric has ordered his knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There is much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Aren't you in luck? Mayhap we could be of assistance. After all you've done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. Stoic nod. There it is. It's the most generous offer. Your guests in my home, to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or lean. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. What would you ask of us? From what I have heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove most useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. As for you, I could ask for none better than a storied veteran as yourself, a woman with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid Artorial and men with their duties. I beg your pardon! I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need of our honored guest's assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? Hold your tongue! By the Fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station and show me the respect she deserves. This is the woman who slew Gaius Ban Belsar and some half-dozen primals besides. She's not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand girl. could pardon them their impropriety, I should be much obliged if you'd lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks. Very willing, they may yet even learn something from you. Oh, they ran off. Where'd they go? Oh no, you're just over here. Hey, loser. Look forward to working with you. I look forward to watching you get worked over. Oh no, right, he knows immediately. He's got the eye of a hawk. He's just like, this one will take care of the loser. The loser to which I am shackled. Which seems you'll not want for employment over the coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of his opportunity to put us to work. By granting his patronage, House Fortemps has taken a tremendous risk. Until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters of great and small. And so he will have us publicly serve Ishgard while simultaneously keeping his sons in check. This is an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me in contact with people who know something of our mission comrades. And as you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard, mayhap even new allies. Yes, the more I think of this, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. What loser hat do I want? That one! The one that looks like 5 elegant silver pieces. Emelian! Yeah, you're gonna go to the Sea of Clouds, everybody! Who wants to go fly forever? Because you need to go across the zone. Hey, where's your mark this week? It's in the Sea of Clouds? No, I think I'm gonna skip. Throw it on the ground. Emelian de Fortemps, second son of Count Edmond de Fortemps. Trueborn, that is. Yes, yes, I know what you're thinking, and you're absolutely right. What ill fortune to be born second in a society where the eldest inherits all. Oh, my brother would never cut me off, this true. But who could be satisfied subsisting on meager allowance, forever overshadowed by a sibling? Not I, old girl, not I. Which is why I need your help to ensure that this business in the Sea of Clouds goes swimmingly, so that tales of my great deeds can win me a place in people's hearts. Or better yet, raise me higher in their estimations than Artorial. Ambitious, I grant you, but then I do have a legendary hero do my bidding. Oh, don't look at me that way. I jest. Anyway, we are to aid the good men and women of House Hallionart. They have ever been steadfast friends to our house, though they've fallen on hard times since the calamity, poor blighters. As what precisely we'll be doing, well, what fun would it be if I told you everything in advance? Just come along with me to do the airship landing. We need to take the airship to Camp Cloudtop. I actually do enjoy him, but I also enjoy mocking him. He's like a Minfilia that gets better. Arthur Pendragon's just chilling today. Wait, what? Was the brother in the corner? I just missed him. Oh, he's in the back. I'm just getting both of these. Less than eager to beef you on his mission. Let's begin anew. I am Sire Artorial de Fortemps, eldest son of Count Edmond de Fortemps. You'll forgive me my outburst, I hope. I meant no disrespect. I merely consider myself equal to the duties entrusted to me, unlike some. Harshaphon has spoken of you often. If you are even half the woman he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. The matter at hand, then, we will be assisting my esteemed compatriots of houses Durandare and Desmail. You're aware of our friendly rivalry, I take it. Aye, well, suffice to say, the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this critical juncture. We shall speak more of that anon. First, we must needs secure transport to Falcon's Nest. Must needs. Let us make for the chocobo stables and foundation. There. Now I've got them both. They're both mine. I'm a little torn. Because, oh, actually, no. You don't see... Do you see the Vanu Vanu in the first pass? Yeah, you do see the Vanu Vanu on the first pass when you go to the Sea of Clouds.
Yeah, you get into an instant's fate.
Yeah. Because you run into the bad ones, and then you run into the good ones, and then you ask the Baron Island. So the Vanu Vanu, one of my favorite badasses in the tribal races. I think Karthus Western, maybe one of my favorite zones in the game. Just the snow, the wind, the random strewn dragon skeletons. It's got a lot of atmosphere. Well, I'll do Sea of Clouds first. You know, it's like when you go to Shadowbringers. Do you go hang out with Alfino first or Alisaie first? It's like, on one hand, you can go hang out with Alisaie first, which is clearly the better choice. And then you're going to Amarang, which is one of the best zones in existence, let alone Shadowbringers. Like, or you can just go to Alfino and get that crap out of the way first. And then you can tell them to go shower. Which is hilarious. It's just, you just don't know what to pick. You're just blinded by choice. Everything's been taken care of, old girl. We tell the okay, yeah, we're doing it. Emil, he's just too funny. I'm gonna watch him fall on his face. I already depart, madam. The airship bound for Camp Cloudtop will be leaving shortly. Yeah, we're boarding the airship. We'll board the airship. We'll tune to the Aetheryte. We'll do the opening, and then we'll call it. Ah, yes. Those cages hanging. Still have memories of flying in there to, flying into open holes in cages to break out
Upon
birds.
An airship, conceived within the fecund mind of Cid Garland, renegade prodigy of Garlemald, who had come to call Eorzea home. High into the heavens, where isles of earth and stone floated as clouds, a frontier the knights of Ishgard had scarce begun to explore. To a fledgling outpost, within the sea of clouds, where careworn scouts ever scanned the skies for winged shadows, she came.
Now I thought he said the feckin' main.
I know. I was just like, he's like,
Cid Garland.
I was like, what Ironworks products are you experiencing? Fuck it, we're flouting. Well, you're wishing to wear your belt so loosely you trip over your own sword. Oh, on, alright. You will forever have my respect. Awfully cold up here. I mean, Karthus may not be blessed with the warmest weather in the world, but compared to this, it seems positively balmy. And of course, our hero is wholly unperturbed. You don't have to maintain this strong, silent persona all the time, you know. Never mind. We need to find Lady Laniette. She's in charge of the garrison here. Oh, and when we find her, just follow my lead, lad. Yes? Excellent. So Chocobo Keep, am I going? Mender of records, peddler of wonders. And Aetheryte. Boom! We've done it, guys. We started Heavensward. We're on our way to greatness.
We have got a long quest ahead of us.
We sure do.
Lots of good gaming content.
And Bismarck.
And I kind of forgot about Bismarck for a minute.
Yeah, that happens.
I preferred living my life forgetting about Bismarck for a minute, but I guess.
Well, you could just get to not experience it with me.
I mean, I could always just server off again and experience it again.
Oh, I should change my Aetherite. I'll do it later. Anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out. We've done it. We're out. We're free. We're in one of the best expansions in Final Fantasy XIV. It's very exciting.
Crazy that it's not the best. That's what makes it so wild.
Yeah. Yeah. You're telling me.
But it's high up there. It's really high up there.
Yeah, it's like you're telling me that you're this good, and it's not even the best. That is what I'm telling you. I mean, everybody here knows, but you know what I mean. You know. Oh, hang on, make our servers on my shoulder again. Yes. Perfect way to end the stream. You can't see it. Just imagine it. Anyway, back next week. No Saturdays in September. I'm busy and or tired. So yeah, see you in a week. Catch you all later.